Hello everybody, it's me, Hydro King, and today we're going to be talking about Hydro's Card Shop, Episode 2, Kangaroo Monsters. Now, in today's episode, as you can no doubt tell, I'm going to be covering Kangaroo Monsters, specifically the ones based on the Desk Kangaroo line and Kangaroo Champ. Now, while these two cards seem unrelated, I want them to be an archetype. So I decided to put together this little video. And we'll see how that goes from there. Also, as you can no doubt tell, these cards are treated as kangaroo monsters, so that they're just part of the same archetype. Anyways, with that being said, let's get to our first monster. Coming up, we have Kangaroo Rookie. Next up, we have Kangaroo Rookie. Now, what this card does, when this card is normal summon or flip faced up, you can special summon one kangaroo monster from your hand or deck. While this card is in face up defense position, kangaroo monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's spells or traps cards. Also, when it comes to the special summoning, I forgot to put once per turn, so keep that in mind. It has 900 attack and 2000 defense. Now with this card, I want it to be a setup for the kangaroo monsters. And, as you can also see, it's a tutor monster for a possible Synchro summon. I have yet to come up with a Synchro monster, so here it is. The little guy is ready to fight, and is quite powerful in the right hands. Up next we have this monster, Kangaroo Mother, which is a level 8 monster. And the little guy's level 2, but this is important as this card can be special summoned from your hand if you control one Kangaroo Rookie on the field. This card increases the attack and defense of all Kangaroo monsters on your side of the field by 600. While this card is in face-up defense position, Kangaroo Rookie and Kangaroo Slugger cannot be destroyed by battle. It has 2800 attack, 3000 defense. With this card, I wanted to synergize with Kangaroo Rookie as, well, Kangaroo Rookie can special summon any Kangaroo monster from your hand or deck, and she can come out to the field whenever Kangaroo Rookie's on the field. So, as you can no doubt tell, there's a theme going on with the defense position, and what each of the Kangaroo monsters bring with their special effects when it comes to their defense positions. Keep in mind, they're face-up defense, but hey, whatever helps, right? Up next we have this man, or should I say father, Kangaroo Slugger. When Kangaroo Mother is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card battles your opponent's monster in defense position, inflict battle-piercing damage. While this card is in defense position, you can discard one beast-type monster from your hand to the graveyard to destroy one of your opponent's monsters on the field. With this, I wanted to emphasize the power and destruction that this card can bring. It has 3000 attack and 3800 defense, and it is also a level 8 monster. Now, some of you might be thinking, why such high levels? Why not go lower than that? Well, you see, if you couldn't tell, the kangaroo monsters don't have a lot of, much of an archetype. This is only 2 of them. So with this is to give them a bit more power and sustainability, and I figured due to their playstyle of being in defense position and just attacking overall, I figured this was the way to go and, make references to boxing stuff. So, there you have it. Kangaroo Slugger. And now we go to our next monster, which is Kangaroo Outboxer. Or should I say, Kangaroo Brother. If Kangaroo Mother or Kangaroo Slugger are on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. This card can attack your opponent directly by having the attack of this card. While this card is in defense position, you can send 2 beast-type monsters from your hand to the graveyard to destroy 2 spell and trap cards on your opponent's side on the field. It is a level 7 with 2600 attack and 2900 defense. Now with this card, I wanted to give a little bit of instruction that is not monster related, and instead to attack your opponent's setup, so that way you can do your thing when it comes to the battle phase. And I figured, why not? If you can not tell, the art is not made by me. Next up we have Kangaroo Sister. And Kangaroo Sister is a level 6 monster, and she has this effect. When Kangaroo you control is sent to the graveyard by battle or by card effect, you can special summon Kangaroo Sister from your hand, and special summon 1 Kangaroo not sent to the graveyard this turn. When this card is in defense position during your opponent's battle phase, you can decrease the attack points of this card by 1000, and increase the defense points of this card by 1000. And this is a quick effect. You can only activate this effect once per turn. It has 2800 attack and 2800 defense. Big sister protection, I guess. Anyway, next up we come to the fusion monster, Kangaroo Champion. It is a level 10 fusion monster, and it can be fusion summoned with Kangaroo and Kangaroo Slugger. And this is his effect. When this card is fusion summoned, you can banish 2 of your opponent's monsters on the field. While this card is in face-up defense position, you gain 1000 life points during each of your standby phases. This card cannot be affected by your opponent's card effects. It has 4200 attack, 5400 defense. And with this, you can no doubt tell that the little Joey has gotten some gains, and well, he's a lot stronger now due to the training of his father, as that would imply. And yeah, there's a reason why he's called the champion. And it gives more fusion monsters to this Kangaroo archetype. But we come to another fusion monster with Kangaroo Tag Team Brawlers, with the fusion material being Kangaroo Rookie and Kangaroo Mother. And it is also a level 10 monster. When this card is fusion summoned, you can target 2 of your opponent's monsters and make their attack points 0 until the end phase. While this card is in face-up defense position, you can choose 1 Kangaroo monster you control, double its attack until the end phase. It has 3700 attack and 5200 defense. Now with this card, it really shows that the synergy between Kangaroo Mother and Kangaroo Rookie really fleshes out. And, well, it's just a powerful card. And you can kind of go nuts with the other Kangaroo monsters with this. But enough about the monsters. It's time we get into the spells and traps of this deck. With this card, Kangaroo Ares Rock Fusion. This is a normal spell card, and it has this effect. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster that lists a Kangaroo monster as a material from your extra deck using the monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion materials. And if you do, it becomes a Kangaroo monster. You cannot spell normal or special summon other monsters the turn you activate this card, except Kangaroo monsters. You can only activate 1 Kangaroo fusion per turn. With this card, you can basically fusion summon with the Master of Oz or whatever cards have a Kangaroo monster in them, and they become Kangaroo monsters themselves so that they can benefit from these cards as well. And I put in the once per turn effect because, well, yeah, gotta have some kind of restrictions on here. Next up we have this spell card. It is an equipped spell card called Kangaroo Golden Gloves. This card can only be equipped to Kangaroo monsters. And the effect is this. The monster equipped with this card cannot be destroyed by battle and gains 500 defense. When this card is sent to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. Now, with this, it gives a bit of draw power, gives you some synergy with your other monsters, and, in case you need to get out of a pickle, or to make sure to keep your monsters alive for a bit, this is the card for you. And, if you combine with the monsters you use Kangaroo Ares Rocks Fusion with, you could also equip this card to those monsters. Although if you do it any other way, it's not going to work. Sorry. But that is it for the spell cards as we head over to the trap cards. And the first trap card we're going to be talking about is this one. Kangaroo Dodge. It is a normal trap. When your opponent activates any spells, traps, or card effects that would destroy your Kangaroo monsters, you can banish them on the field to avoid the effects. You can return those to the field during your next standby phase. So, with this card, basically it's like Interdimensional Transporter, but for Kangaroo monsters. And it's kind of a cheeky thing to just banish your own monsters so that they won't get targeted or hit by your opponent's spells and trap cards. Thought it was cool. Thought it was neat. So that's why I created this card. And as you can no doubt tell from the spelling, yeah, I think we need to change the meme from Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can't read to they can't spell. Anyways, we move on to the last trap card. And that is Kangaroo Match. It is a continuous trap card. And the effect is this. When your opponent's monsters attacks a Kangaroo monster on your side of the field during either battle phase, you could change the position of your Kangaroo monsters to either attack or defense position. Then your opponent's monsters loses 500 attack, and your Kangaroo monster gains either 500 attack or defense depending on their position on your side of the field. When this card is on your side of the field, your opponents must attack your Kangaroo monsters if able to. And this is the creme de la creme of my archetype. As I feel like with this card, you should be able to do all your setups with your Kangaroo monsters. And to ensure that your effects go off and that, your opponents just don't skip the battle phase and never attack your Kangaroo monsters. And you could really strategize with this card by changing the position of your monsters. And with that being said, that is it for this episode of Hydro King's Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Shop. Episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I had a fun time making this, as you can no doubt tell by the amount of cards I made for this archetype. Anyways, with that being said, this is Hydro King signing out. Peace. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.